This your man down, Tony producer. What you say now? And the Line Dance Connection. What you say now? Tampa, Florida. And my girl Queen Sheila. What you say now? Come on, get busy. It's the Line Dance Connection. Come on. It's the Line Dance Connection. Yeah, it's the Line Dance Connection.
All right. Hello out there in Line Dance World. I am your host, Queen Sheila, Tampa, Florida, the executive director of the Line Dance Connection and the founder of Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. I'm so glad that you could join us today. We're going to have a good time. We have an awesome guest with us today that we're going to be interviewing. And so we just ask you to sit back, relax, and let me tell you, you have to listen to everything because later on we're going to have a trivia break. And with the trivia break, if you can answer the trivia questions, we're going to give away some money. Some money. So I know you like to win some money. So we need you to tune in. So before I introduce my guest to you, I'm going to bring in my co-host. First, we have Mr. No, you know what? I'm going to go to Miss Zandra Hill Costin from Montgomery, Alabama. First to tune in. Hey, Miss Zandra. How are you? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. You don't know something happened?
Maybe so.
There you go. Now we can hear you.
Cool. Wow. Okay. How you doing?
Had your mouth over the mic or something?
I guess so, you know.
Hey,
you doing well today?
I am. I really am having a blessed day. I tell you, it's been so wonderful outside and the weather is great. And it's just, I'm just thankful. I'm really thankful.
I see you chilling in your shades. You pretty cool.
They're my new dollar store glasses, girl. I got strong my new dollar store.
You rocking them. You are rocking them.
Thank you. My new readers. My husband say, why don't you just go buy some glasses? I do. My famous dollar store glasses, they work perfect. I said that I don't need glasses, but I like to, when I read the little stuff, I need glasses to make something bigger so I can, see what's going on and just read it. So
that's all right.
You're looking beautiful yourself as usual.
Aren't you kind? Thank you.
Well, I'm truthful. I just tell the truth. So now we're going to bring in our other co-host all the way from Gibsonton, Florida, none other than Marquise Christopher. Hey, Marquise. What's wrong?
Maybe he's praying.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Queen. I appreciate that. You know her mic was messed up because you did that curveball and you picked her before you picked me. That's why you weren't ready. You weren't ready. That's what happened. You muted her. That's what it was.
I like to bring Zandra in because she and I can talk it. Then when you come in, Marquise, we gotta be ready. See, we gotta team up on you because you're too good. You know what I'm saying? We gotta team up on you.
Yeah, you need to get her ready next time.
I'm gonna do it. Hey, Miss Melva.
Hi, Melva. That's my girl. How are you?
Yeah, we have Melva tuning in on the chat with us. So we got to tell everybody that before we bring our guests on, we have to let you know that we're going to have a trivia break. And on the trivia break, you have to listen to everything that's going on because we're going to ask some questions of something that happened during the chat or during the podcast. If you can answer, you'll win some money, honey. So at this time, I'm going to bring in our guest. Anything, Marquise? How's it going with you? I ain't asked you how you doing first. What's going on with you today?
Everything's good. I was shocked to see y'all. So y'all end up collabing, doing a dance together, huh?
Yes.
But y'all did that on Zoom. That's what's up, though. I like that. Oh, y'all use Restream. That's what it was. Y'all use Restream.
We can't tell you. We can't tell you everything. Okay.
That's what's up, though. I like that. I'm like, okay, then they ain't just hosts. They doing class of dances too. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
I was so excited to see that other people are doing our dance. I was like, wow, that's exciting. So
You know, I was trying to pull Marquise in last week. He was like, nah.
I don't recall that. For some reason I don't recall any of that, but thank you for letting me know.
So you don't remember none of that. Well, y'all, we have to do a collab. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. We have to do a but see, Marquise, you do the ending, because you do the beginning. Me and Zana gonna drop out. We not gonna be able to hang, you know. Well, Zandra could, I can't hang. I can't hang. She can do the dance like you do, the Terminator and the kill 'em dead and all that.
That's what's up. See, that's you be spreading those rumors, Queen. That's why your people be looking at me funny. They're like, oh, yeah, we know about y'all. Like,
wait, no, we did, baby. What's happening in class Thursday?
They don't act like it. They look like
Saturday.
They look at me like you did the heart attack dance. I was like, what, the heart attack?
We just love the way you dance, Marquise, because you make it look so easy. That's what it is.
Okay.
You know, that's what you do. Mom, when you were doing at the symposium, you did a dance and you made it look so easy. And we like, whoo, okay, we're gonna get that one day.
You know, he's so smooth on the floor, Queen. He won't even interact with me. You know, I was trying to interact with him, right?
Okay.
He was like, you know, I can't let you break me. No, I'm like, I'm here. I'm right here. That's where I'm at.
That's my song.
Marquise has a lot of energy. Well, y'all, we're going to bring in our special guest. I'm so excited. I met this lady actually through Facebook, and I saw one of her dances, and I was like, you know what? I love it. I've got to do it. Come on, y'all. Let's do this. I got this new dance for y'all. And we was doing it, and you know, I have the senior citizen group. So they started out with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it didn't look nothing like hers. I said, y'all know we got to go back. We got to go back to the drawing board and do this again. So I'm just going to bring her in and let her talk about it. None other, see, it's not a pearl. It's not a ruby. It's what's them other gems? All them other gems.
Not an emerald.
Yeah, none of those other ones. This is a diamond, okay? None other than Diamond Green, all the way from Taylor, Michigan. Hi, Diamond. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. I give you a clap. Listen, don't pay me no mind. They tease me every week about my sound things here. Royally. But pleased to meet you. Finally, we've talked a lot, but I haven't actually met you. So now we can meet face to face. I've seen you on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube too. I've seen you, but I have not had a chance to meet you face to face. So it's a pleasure to meet you. And I have met my co-host, Zandra Hill Cosin and Marquise Christopher.
And don't you look beautiful today?
I told her I need that necklace. That's kind of sharp right there, you know. And wait, she got the earrings to match. You know what I'm saying?
She ready.
I'm just making sure she don't get them tangled into the necklace. That's all.
But you look beautiful. You really look beautiful. So, what we want to do is we want to start off by you just telling us something about yourself.
Okay.
Anything you want us to know?
I'm a native Detroiter, Detroit, Michigan. Taylor is outside of Detroit, closer to the airport. But roots are in Detroit. I attended Cass Tech High School. And let's see, I started my business, The Bomb Fitness. BOMB stands for Bringing Out My Best. Back in 2010, when I was inspired by two twins, Debbie and Donna Lim, who were Zumba instructors. And branched off and started my own business, The Bomb Fitness. I wanted to be more into the Detroit area and do different genres of fitness, but dance is passion. So I never had any formal dance training, and
Wow.
pretty much this is what I do. I love it. I love it so much.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're really good at it. You know, you really are. I watched several of your videos, and I was like, wow. I think what I really like, Diamond, from what I've seen, is how you can take a step that we do normally in a regular line dance, you know, say like a well, I call it out back, where you step out and then go back. You're going out and back. I call it out back. Okay. And you took that step and you said out. And I was like, oh my goodness, like your out is a different out than my out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Your out is a different because you also teach several different types of dance, correct? Other than and you called it something else. What did you call it? I forgot what you called it.
Well, there's
Um,
different of fitness that
y-
I teach.
right. Oh, there you go. So tell us about that.
Well, I teach, of course, Zumba, which is the largest dance fitness program. Uh,
Okay.
and I've been with them for about since 2010 as well. And
Okay.
teach pound, which is with the drumsticks, and you pretty much either do air drumming or you pound on the ground. You don't need any other equipment except the ripsticks.
Okay.
Strength training, as well as face fitness. And face fitness is kind of like face exercises.
Okay.
It's because I feel that not only our bodies should feel good from inside and outside, but our face. It tells the story first. So our
Okay.
in good shape. And that's for men and women, even working with individuals who have suffered from a stroke and
Uh-huh.
perhaps some paralysis. So, yeah,
Okay.
I do that and pretty much stretch and flex, and also the EQ bars. You can see these white bars back here.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
with a company that I was trained with in Canada called Liber Fitness.
Okay.
And that's a beautiful strength training workout as well that we use the bar. And one of my favorite workouts, we're not doing it presently, but is Bokwa Fitness. And that was started by a gentleman from South Africa, Paul Mavi. And
Okay.
both kind of line dancing, not line dancing, but sign language with the feet. And
Oh,
very high energy workout. And
okay.
we were in brick and mortar. It was
Mm-hmm.
favorites.
Okay. And how to spell that for me?
Bok,
Bokra?
Book.
Bokwa, Bokwa.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. Bokwa. Okay. I never heard of that one.
yeah, back in 2013, 14,
Mhm.
I was
Okay.
in Michigan. I was the Bokwa Education Specialist Trainer in the state of Michigan. So, and then I happily handed it over to Nancy Graybill, which is a fellow. So it took,
Okay.
we enjoyed that so much, but you need space for Bokwa.
In space.
Move,
Okay.
we move.
I also noticed that you sign.
Yeah, I also do ASL, which is sign language.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I was noticing I used to be oh my God, I can't think what you call it. Foster parent. Sorry. I used to be a foster parent, and the young lady that I had was my heart. She was deaf.
Oh,
So I had to learn sign language before I could get her. And only thing I remember is thank you. That's all I remember is thank you, because she used to say it all the time. And
beautiful.
and bathroom. I think
Okay.
this is bathroom. Yeah, gotta go to bathroom. Yeah, with the thumb through there. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's all I remember. But I noticed that you also sign, and I said that's amazing, because then that broadened your audience. So you could probably go to a center who have deaf, students or people, and you could also teach there. So that's amazing.
I have one girl in my class, Betty Sadler. She's deaf, and
Okay.
she's been with me for many years. I do want to do a shout out for her, and she feels the beat.
Okay.
About dance is that
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be visible or audible. Um,
Okay.
and we keep the music bumping, and you would not be able to tell. She's in some of my videos, but you would not be able to point out who she
Who
is.
she is. Okay.
Mhm.
So she feels the beat and she dances from visual and then feeling the beat. Wow,
She knows my cueing when I say two forward,
uh-huh.
feet to this side. she
Okay.
almost kind of anticipates my very next move. So
Okay, that's really amazing. That's really exciting, to know that your training and teaching skills are that versatile. That you can come from a lot of different angles, and that's a blessing. That's really a blessing. It really is. I like that. Like I said, I don't remember two things: bathroom and thank you. Other than that,
thank you for letting me
that-
in the bathroom. So as
yeah,
soon as
'cause
no.
she always had to go to the bathroom, well, especially if she did something she had no business. She do that hand up, she gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, you don't have to go to the bathroom right now. But she was a sweetheart. She really was a sweetheart. I miss her so much. But
So,
go ahead.
Dominic, Miss Diamond, first of all, how you doing today? How you doing this evening? Is it still nighttime where y'all at? Nah, I'm just messing. All right, so I've seen you for a while, maybe a couple years ago, if anything. I think you popped up a couple times in the Universal Line Dance community. First things first, I want to say one of the biggest videos I seen from you is, I think it was at, I don't know if it was a wedding or some type of function, but it was you and your girls. And y'all came through and you talking about, facial. Like Queen said, I say for me, it's your facial. It's like your face says everything. The energy in the face, the expression in the face was like, you was like, you make me feel like you was from that, Africa. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? She came through and she like, and y'all didn't do too much. But every little thing that y'all did, y'all make it was like y'all maximize every bit of it. And your girls, they were on point. It was just a whole different energy, a whole different vibe. So whatever event that was happening, they couldn't think about that event because what y'all did in that performance was beyond. It was like, oh, I think we brought in the wrong people. They stole the show. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely did that. I'll never forget it.
Right Museum. And that's
That's
the Circle. They do like the Kentucky Derby and they do some other events. Actually, one of my students, one of my favorite students, Doris Bryant, she is over that with a couple other people, and she allowed us, along dancing with us as well, to be able to get into that space to do that event. And I have to give a shout out. As they say, there's no me without them. That's what we call ourselves, the Bomb Squad. The name of the business is the Bomb Fitness, but not in a tone of arrogance, because bomb, as I mentioned, means bringing out my best. And all of my students, they duplicate exactly what I do. They feel it. Sometimes as a challenge. Like Cynthia Miller gave me a song one day. I think it was called "Somebody" by Jeremiah. I want to rock with somebody. I want to. Yeah, one day she gave me that song, and it was just like, okay, I do a lot of choreography. I call it choreography because I choreograph a lot in the car. And as soon as I class, I'm like, okay, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. They love it because it becomes their dance. So anytime we front, and I really do have to give a shout out to Lakeisha Hawthorne and Coffee Howard, because they kind of introduced me to the line dancing world, so to speak. I've always made up dance teams, but those two ladies, they would say, hey, you really need to get connected with line dancing. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. What do they mean by send me the essentials? And what is, I can't do just 4 walls. The song got to tell a story. So I don't want to be offensive if I don't repeat, every time you're supposed to repeat, because the music isn't set up that way. The music sometimes has a bridge, and we know it's about to drop. You're supposed to be like,
right.
Basic line dance, regardless of what the music is doing, you just keep going. So I never considered myself as a line dancer until Keisha had one time posted, and they're like, Keisha and Coffee, they go all over doing line. It's amazing. They're a great asset to the organization of line dancing, but they pretty much have introduced me to it. And they said, no, what you're doing is line dancing.
Okay.
So,
Rules.
so how long have you been line dancing?
You know what? It's interesting. I would have to say and I'm about to tell my age, do the bus stop. Dun, 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 dun.
What that is? What that is? I never
But,
heard it. What is that again?
Cry no more. But
Oh.
I've done the tush push too with the country line dancing.
Yeah.
So that's excited.
Marquise, I don't know what that is either.
Yes.
But actually, choreography. Visited some friends in Chicago, and I don't even remember the song, but they reminded me that I had made up a routine. I can't remember the name of the song it was, but we had went to a few gatherings and people were doing it. So someone was trying to show me, and they were on steps or so. I'm sure this has happened to all of us, that someone tries to teach us our own routine.
Right.
That ability has to come in, and I let the person teach me, and I was like, it seems like a couple steps are missing. No. Is it how you do it? I said, okay. But after someone else told them, she's the one that made that up. And the person was like, oh my goodness. But I'm always flattered. I'm always flattered.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out. Ain't nobody, the CEO over movement,
Right.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. Because at the end of the day, I think for me personally, for someone to do a dance of mine, I think it's an honor personally. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to do that, but the fact that they took the time to even watch an instructional and to do it. And one thing I want to say this out loud too, because I want people to receive this as well. When you're doing, like, say if you, like in your case, somebody did your dance, and they kind of modified it to their comfortability or whatever the case may be. I want people to understand that that's not a problem. At least for me, it's not. The fact that you was willing to do it is that's all that matters. Now, if you mod it to your own style, that's cool. I think where the problem comes in is when you start changing it and making it seem like it's your own. That's when you're really crossing lines and stuff, and you teaching people to say this is how you're supposed to do it. That's when you start crossing lines. But for the most part, if you on a dance floor and you're doing this person dance, but you got your own way of doing it, but it's still, you know what I mean? It's your style. Shit, I'm like, how you do that? Let me see how you do it. I want to do it the same way. You know what I mean? And I'm glad you was willing to still remain humble, because there are some people, from what I hear, that take that personal. Like, oh man, you changed my whole dance up. You know what I mean? But the fact that you were willing to be like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
I have that when I see someone do it a certain way, I'm like, I never thought about doing it that way. Let me see what that feels like, because I have to, and like I said, to me, dance is a language. The movement is just beautiful. So when I do a little twist on it, I'm like, ooh, I never thought of doing a movement like that. And that's what I love about Afrobeats, because they just take a move and they just swag it out, and you're just like, oh my goodness. Everybody pretty much, when you see Afrobeats, when you see people. Now you got Burna Boy, you have all of these wonderful African artists, and their music is so universal. I love our American artists as well, but it's just something about their music, that I love. And our class, we've been doing it for almost 10 years. We just grabbed hold to that music, and it became almost, instead of Zumba, which should be a large percentage of Latino music in our classes, we just went insane with the Afrobeats. So I'm like you, Marquise, if somebody takes the song and they make it their own, I love it. Because if you look at us, like you said, you saw the one that looked like we were at a wedding, but we were actually at the Kentucky Derby event. Each girl got their own way. Some gangster with it. Some girls are real fluid with it and just got soul with it. Some girls are like, I'm not doing all that shaking and breaking, but everybody looks, and then it's a synergy, and that's what I love.
Yeah.
Queen and I about it. It doesn't have to be real complicated. I try to do it so it's duplicatable, so people can feel good about what they're doing, and they're going to be willing to do it. I don't want a lot of people standing along the sidelines, because at that point I become a performer, and you got a lot more money to perform. So if you
That's what she said.
You know what I mean? It's a total
Yeah.
do it all.
Okay, I want to jump in for a minute. Cynthia Miller says Diamond is the queen of dance. Her energy is like no other. Love, love, love her. And Lakeisha Hawthorne said, we love you. Michelle Prince says Diamond is fantastic. Doris Bryant said, thank you, Diamond. So your people are tuning in, your friends and your teammates, and they're talking about how wonderful you are. I know when we had our phone conversation, just talking to you, I remember the one thing you said is like, you have to feel it, because sometimes people choreograph dances and, like you say, it's just some moves to some music and they don't look well. Maybe I'll just say, I'm not saying they don't, because everybody's different. Everybody, feels and hears and see things different. But I'll say, when I look at some people dance, I can, in the first, 30 seconds, I can say, okay, that's not one, that's not. If they don't look like they're enjoying themselves, then why would I do it? You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I can say for line dancers or choreographers, that if you make a dance, you have to enjoy the dance if you want other people to do your dance or enjoy your dance too. And you always told me when we talk that it's a feeling. And it is. Because if you're doing a real upbeat dance and you're like, but you want somebody to do your dance, that's usually not going to happen.
Right.
One other thing you said that in your group or your team, that even though you're all doing the same dance, each one of them have their own swag or their own thing. This is what someone told me. They said, I think it was John Woodhouse. He said, don't worry about if this one can't do it like you can, because somebody watching can see their self in that person. Like you said, everybody's not this person. Some is here and some is here. But wherever, whatever their style is, somebody that's watching can see their self in them. So I thought that was really good. Really good.
Motto, have 4 parts to when it comes to learning. So people look at it, watch what I do. And then I want you to learn it. I want you to love it. And then I want you to live it. And once you live it, you're going to swag it out the way you want to. But I always say first what I'm doing, because I can do a step and it's a count. And once they do it, and sometimes if I feel it's the move is a little too complicated, I remember Michelle Prince, it was one routine we were doing. I said, okay, I'll just take that out, change it. And everybody, she was the team leader of it. She was like, no, we want to get it. Let us try it. Don't change it. We want to get it. And that motivated me that, true, I don't want anything to be so complicated. But at the same time, I want them to be challenged enough to say, okay, we're going to put a little spin on this. Instead of just a step back, we're going to do like this, instead of step back. And it's count, but you just add a little extra in there. And that's what gives it that little swag or that little flair. So again, look at it, watch what I do, learn it, love it. Because when you love it, you motivated to do something, now live it.
Okay. Live it. Got it.
Done that, Queen. You said with the ladies, first you told them to bounce.
I did.
Oh, it's a totally different flair. And it goes music. That's the Tony Braxton one, Live Out Your Love.
That's mine right there. That's the one. I wanted you to talk about today. Hi, Angela. Angela tuned in. Angela Hayes.
Big sister.
When we call it sit on it, but when I was teaching your dance, I told them, no, we're not going to sit on it. We're going to roll on it. And they was like, what? Because normally, why keeps laughing at me? Because he's messing me about my seniors. I love my seniors. I ain't thinking about him. But we go, you know how you just do like a 4 count and you sit on it and then you change and sit on this side. Okay, but with your dance, you can't. I saw you rolled on it. I said, come on, y'all, we got to roll. Boy, if you could have saw Miss Helen, my girl. Miss Helen has been with me since 2013. Miss Helen, I don't care what dance you do, she has her own moves, her own. And that's why I say I don't mess with her as far as, she's learning it, she's doing it, but hers don't look nothing like ours. Hers is different. But I mean, and that just goes to show you, somebody that's watching is on the same level with Miss Helen. They hips moving a different way than ours, but it's good. So
Beautiful.
That's what I wanted to make the dance of the week of yours is Live Out Your Love. Now I know I think it's Bernadette Burnett also did a dance to that song, that same song by Kim and Tony Braxton. But I want y'all this week to look at the one that Diamond did to the same song. Oh my God, I taught it to my students and they're like, oh, I like that. At first it was a little complicated for them, but then the more we did it, the more I taught it, they really liked it. And so now they're like, okay, let's do the one, they don't never remember the names of the dances.
Mm-hmm.
They don't remember the name. They were like, the one where you do your leg like that. I said, okay, I know what you're
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna make that now, Diamond. Is it called "Live Out Your Love"? The dance itself?
Yeah, as we talked about before, I try to make it easy breezy for everybody. All my routines are the name of the artist. And it works out that way because if a person is ever on Facebook
YouTube.
or YouTube and they put in the name of the song, it kills. Find the dance, they find the song. Sometimes they make the dance something else. You don't know what you're going to get. You might get a recipe for food, So,
Right.
what
Yo,
dance? Name of the song?
I'm telling you.
That is, I did a dance in the Coney Island. Someone gave me a song by Eric Roberson, $1 Million. And I had never heard it before. So they were like, you ever heard this before? It was a friend of mine, Tamika Hogan. And I was with Shandira Dawson as well. And I listened to it. And we were at the Leo's Coney Island. It's in, well, you all not where I am. I was about to say in Southfield. But I got up and we all started I said, okay, play it again. We started doing it. And before we had this routine. So I took it to my class, videotaped it. Someone tagged Eric Roberson in it. Eric Roberson took the video, put it on his. And then he sent me a message and told me he was honored that someone took his song and did a line dance. So it paid to support the artists, give them their due diligence. Some of them, they may not acknowledge you, of course, because they have a huge fan base.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting to hear from Tony Braxton and Kim,
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting too. You tell me about it.
Before they actually had an official release, I choreographed the song in early January. The song wasn't released until mid-February. But I was hoping they would see the whole thing because the movement's really the song. But that was an opportunity for me with Eric Roberson, like I said, to be able to use that artist's name, the title of their song, and then call that the name of your dance. And you'll be surprised at who might see it.
I was going to say, Marquise, talk about what you talked. I think it was 2 weeks ago. You said something like that.
Yeah, because and Dami, you kind of hit it right on the head. You see a lot of people who create dances, and I was the same as well too. And I don't know, I just had an epiphany. Like I guess it was one of our dances. I said, just name it the name of the song. But then I thought about it. I was like, we put our stuff on YouTube. We're trying to create, subscribers, followers, and everything else. And people are having a hard time trying to find the dance because you know what I'm saying? People still call Baby What's Happening Snatching because that's the name of the song. You know what I'm saying? And so I immediately, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, well, if it's not a mix, if it's original song or whatever the case may be, let's make the name of the dance the name of the song. Because like you said, if you're going to look for the dance, you're going to look for the song first in most cases, or you just going, you know what I mean? It's easy way to associate it with it versus you got a name of this song, Monster, but you got Care Bears, and you're like, what the hell? How the hell am I find that? You know what I'm saying? So, to each his own. I just know for me personally, when it comes to like my whole agenda was more so increasing views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So people are likely to find, anybody is likely to find, whether they're in the community or not, likely to stumble across that dance because it's associated with the song. Period. So eventually they'll get it though.
Right.
So
where you get Choreo Queen? Where did that name come from? How did that come about?
From these students of mine. I always laugh and say, I'm not a queen, I'm just a diamond,
So have you been so since you had got introduced to the line dance community, who have you noticed or followed or admired or you know what I mean, that you probably within the community?
I've gone through quite a few of the different ones. I never want to overstep my boundaries, so I don't know if I'm in a group or is this someone's personal, like don't
Mhm.
stuff up in here. So
Right.
um, had that situation, and that's why I kind of tread lightly because, like I said, I'm new to. I just don't want to be offensive or like
Right.
she is, and I'm just trying to share. But it's so many. I can't name any one individual because
Mhm.
I get pop-ups and notifications that there's a new dance out, and I have seen in some instances where different ones have choreographed off the same song.
Right.
And but my interest is peak like Queen. If you don't catch me in the first 15 to 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, because I got short attention span.
Right. Right.
Those who come out and like it was one lady. Who did you just show me, Queen, that you said is the hottest one that's out now? You said
Oh, the 3 O's and a H,
right.
Marquise.
Whoever it was who did that, she's the
Mhm.
originator, but she owned it. So
Mhm.
if I ever met the originator of it, I don't know who that is
Oh,
now.
she talking about Linda Sims was doing it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But
Who
Linda
that teacher?
was just into it. And I think as an instructor, your students are going to mimic you.
Yep. That's
So
so true.
I try to choreograph in a way that if I ask Doris, take the lead on this dance, Lakeisha, take the lead, Tamika, Angela, anybody, Cynthia, take the lead on this dance. I got to go to the bathroom. I feel that each student should know it so well, but they should feel it, that
Right.
they can do it without me, because that's what's going to happen when they go to a family reunion, when
Yeah.
they go out to a party. They're going to carry this. I can't be at all these places in one at the same time. So that's pretty much what I do is I look for the groups where the instructor brings the passion. And then I found that I don't really pay too much attention to names of the
Mhm.
I do
Okay.
remember instructors, so
Okay. I
Gotcha.
was gonna say you should repeat that because with the well, it's not a problem, but the issue that I have with my team is they want me to be out on the floor on every dance that we know to lead it and call it out and it's okay sometimes, but I'm like, why do y'all come to class? Why do I constantly teach? You know the dance, but you scared to do it if I'm not out there. But that's not how it should be. Learn it for yourself, and then you don't have to worry about if I'm out there. You can just lead it. You can do it. So
Yes.
that's what I wish I had.
Because I was
Richie.
Because I would say, because like even for me, and I guess the question gonna come to you, Diamond. Two questions, but one for sure. So even for me, like when I teach a dance in class, and I teach it, and I probably give them 2 classes. I'll give it to them. I'm in front, but sometimes I fade to the back because sometimes people get real comfortable with you being in the front. They watch you, like they depend
Yes.
everything on you. So sometimes I just walk off the floor, or I do the crazy legs or something like that.
Mhm.
Throw people off. But for the most part, I try to condition them to be self-sufficient in a sense. You know what I mean? So I guess, Diamond, like, how do you condition your people to be self-sufficient for the dances that you kind of review with them?
Well, one, I don't repeat it as often. So it's always a welcome delight once we do it. And we have hundreds and hundreds of routine. And that's not an exaggerated statement because I'm always choreographing, always got my brain just operates that way when I hear music. So what I do with my students, I always say, learn it like a robot. Before I add that extra move, 1, 2, stand up. 1, 2, stand up. So by the time the music comes, they can feel it. They know, okay, it's not going to be done like an automaton. I'm not going to be like a robot doing this. And they get comfortable. So when the music drops, because I show it without the music first. And when they hear the music, they're like, oh, we about to throw down. And they get excited about it. So what I'll do, I'll show it to them. Then I'll show it to them full out. And then that's how they bring it every time. So then I'll start to fade to the back. Or like I'll say, okay, Michelle, this is your song. And the rest of the class hypes that individual up.
Mm-hmm.
So like our one we got with Run It, you will see. I don't know if you all seen it. Dun, 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 run it, run it. I'm
Yeah, Chris Brown. Yeah.
everything. And when it comes to this particular move, she pops it and lock it, and everybody just go crazy and part. So that pushes the person out of their comfort zone. Because there was a time when I would have in my regular class 60 to 80 people consistently in class when I had my brick and mortar. So what would happen? The people in the back, they would progress and come up to the front, to the front, to the front. So eventually I brought them up on the stage, and I would start the routine off with them. Then I'll step away, and the whole class is cheering that person on. So what helps when they get encouragement, not just from me as the instructor, fellow team members, you know, a squad and not just a class.
That's
And
good.
who are new, they're like, oh boy, 2 more weeks, I'm gonna be up front, you know.
Oh.
Spot, you know, so you got to get up here to get the spot. But it's all in love. And we tell people, don't get discouraged. We all had to start somewhere. And a lot of times I would mess up and everybody like, no, right leg. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get that too. Something I was gonna say. Go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say something.
Of it.
Yes, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say I learned from my co-host and from you, Diamond. I look back at a video that I made. I choreographed this dance maybe about 3-4 years ago. And I happened to just be going through some of the videos on YouTube that I've done, and I looked at the dance. Let me tell you, I had an eye opener, like somebody lit a match under me. All the comments, and this was my dance, all the comments was about other people that dance with me, because I'm so busy calling it out, trying to make sure I remember what the next step to teach, to call out while we doing it. I got lost in the call out. I didn't get lost in my dance.
Yeah.
And that was my dance, and everybody else looked better doing it than me. That was a really good lesson for me. It really was. It really was a really good lesson for me, because I was like, wait a minute, how's somebody gonna look better doing my dance that I choreographed? And I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? We as line dance instructors, choreographers, whatever you want to call us, the ones that's making dances, we need to learn. When we can learn every day from other people and from ourselves. Go back and look at some of your videos that you've made, some of the dances you made, and say, wow, I did good, but I didn't put me in that. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed when I saw yours, Diamond, Live Out Your Love, I loved it because I saw your face, I saw your movements, I saw your feelings. I was like, she really feel that thing. And that's what I want to do more of. Stop concentrating so much. Like you said, let other people lead it. Let me get back there and just do the dance and enjoy it. So how am I going to make a dance and somebody else do my dance better than me?
Right,
and when I'm teaching it, I'm saying that if somebody else, another group may do it better than me, that's okay. But like you said, does my face, does my body look like I'm really enjoying what I'm doing? That's where I got to get to. That's what I'm working on. Hi, Carla. Carla's joined us. Michelle, Lakeisha, Tamika, Angela, Doris. I mean, we got all kinds of friends on here. Did I miss anybody, y'all? Did I get everybody?
Yeah,
Yes.
All of the different formats that you do in such as Zumba and Pound, and you need to teach me some of these facial trainings. I need to tune in with that. But how really, Marquise?
Nah, because when you said that, immediately I remember at Queen Party when you did that role, you had a facial training then too. I don't think you needed help with your facial training when you did that role on the stage. I just wanted you to know that. But continue. You got it.
Really? Okay. I'm sorry, Diamond. So how many classes? I think I saw somewhere you do like 35, 40 classes a week?
40 a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, good. A month.
That's a month. Yeah.
It is a lot because but out of those classes, how many of those are line dance classes?
Well, it's not an official line dance class. They're dance fitness classes, which we include.
Got you.
especially since we are in quarantine or during the pandemic, and virtual. All my classes are virtual. I don't do any outside classes. I have a clientele now that is not local, whereas before everything was real local and we're like a family. And I desperately miss that. But now it's gone global. And I have to cater toward a larger audience. So I have people in China, I have people in Italy, different parts of the country. They're on a different time zone and they're sacrificing. Some of them are dancing at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning their time because there's such a big time difference. So I try to have, I do most of the line dancing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And we used to be 2-hour classes, and that was straight dance, straight. In my teach time, my class always laugh at me because I'm like, how are people taking 2 hours to teach 3 line dances? Because in a class, I'm like, you're going to learn this in 5 minutes. This in 5 minutes. And even if people, not me, I'm like, oh yeah, you will. Because it's the way it's taught, it's mother retention. So it's the way it's taught. And you're like, all right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. But we don't do the whole thing over and over. We keep doing a component, build on it, and then now let's put it together. So then I'll do it at the beginning of class, do it in the middle class, do it probably at the end. And while we change and ready to go home, some of these crazies will be like, can we do it one more time?
One more time. Yeah.
Or they'll call me in the middle of the night. I got it. I'm like, good. There, I used on a Sunday, the line dance class, and I would break everything down. And I would probably teach about 6 to 8 routines. But I have to go into self-preservation mode now. I am getting older. And now I'm Monday through Friday, but I go hard. Before I was Sunday through Friday, and I only had 1 day off, and I never take a day off. Outside of that Saturday, I would never take a break. Never.
Okay.
Wow.
Rare.
Okay. So you're saying you would do 2 hours a pound?
2 hours of Zumba straight.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Much African dance. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much like 2 hours. The bulk of our class was Zumba, but we were doing so much Afro beats in it. Some of them would be like, can we just do a whole hour of just Afro beats? Because the music is just so dope. The music is just, I just love it. I love it, love it, love it.
I see a statement here. Cynthia Miller said, yes, class is like a party.
All the time. It's like a party.
And when you have a party every time you come to class, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Something I was going to say I do now is the first hour I teach, and then we take like a 5 or 10 minute break. Usually turns into 15 minutes, but 5-minute break. And then after that, I just play music of dances that I have taught. And we just dance. So it really is a party that second hour. Yeah. But everybody wants to do the same dances every week. If we do roll it, or the tucker, or some of them dances that, the electric slide, if we do some of those again, I'm going to scream. Yeah. So I'm trying to get them to move forward and do some newer stuff, Come on now, the wobble.
That's what I love about their game. And it's interesting. We've never really did any of the mainstream hustles. Most of them, no, because we have, like Michelle mentioned, we have hundreds, thousands routines. Just dance to the point we would have someone come with a mop and come across the floor. I mean, literally, everybody always brought a change of clothes. It wasn't about makeup, hair, none of that. We came in going hard. Some of these ladies have been through so much, with their family members, marital situations, illnesses, deaths. So the dance floor was just a place we just let it all out. And they would text me before class and say, we need to go hard because I don't want to go to jail. And I'm like, hey, here we go. And we would just go in.
Cynthia Miller says, what's a break? She said, we never got a break. But we loved it that way. So y'all, I know we can talk forever. So what I got to do right now is I'm going to go into, it's time for our trivia break. We're going to win some money. Yay. So I'm going first today. I always let y'all go first. I'm going first today. My first question is, what are the 4 L's of dance from Diamond? It's 4 L's of dance. That's what I call them, the 4 L's. She might have called it something else, but it's 4 L's of dance that Diamond tells you when she's teaching you something. So the first person that puts it in the chat will win some money. So you got to put it in the chat, and then I'm going to put my number up on the screen. So once we finish the show, you can text me and I will cash app you your money. So the first question is, what are the 4 L's of dance that Diamond told us? Okay, that's the first trivia question. Marquise and Zandra, you have one?
Yeah, we'll let them think on that one for a second, Queen.
I gave a hard one. What? They always say mine's are real easy.
Oh my girl.
Melva
smart. Melva is smart.
Melva don't play.
Yes, we look at it. We learn it, we love it, and then we live it. You better tell them, Melva.
Okay. Melva got the first one. All right. Thank you, Melva. All right.
Love it.
Marquise and Zandra, you have one?
Yeah, I got one for Zandra. Take it. What does bomb mean?
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
you
one.
knew I was going for it.
I mean, burning off my butt.
Really?
Oh, yes.
So you know what? While they gotta think about that one.
Hey,
Okay.
Who's got it?
Lillian.
Oh,
All these people
Lillian.
in her class.
Okay. That's good, Lillian. Okay, got it. Oh, Tamika, sorry. Lillian beat you to it. Sorry. Yeah, Lillian was first. Angela, sorry. Y'all got to type faster. All right, Zandra, you ready?
Okay. There is a special quality that Diamond has that causes her to stand out from most instructors as she is teaching her dances. And she mentioned that quality. And I wanted to know if you could tell me what quality or it's a skill that she has that stands out more than, just about anything. What, Marquise? Marquise, they own it. They are really on it.
Just ask her what a blood type is. They
are on it. She has, she's so skillful and talented,
Queen.
African.
Yeah, no, that's good, but no, not quite.
Who giving out the money? You or her? Because boy, she sure making it difficult for somebody to get it. Boy, I tell you.
You gonna earn this money.
Right?
Oh, determination, that is good too. But she talked about this, and it's a very great skill that all of us could acquire. I dabbled in it a little bit. Queen only knows two things, man. Facial. I told you, Diamond, we need to hook up. You need to help me with my facial, okay? All right.
Zandra, give us that look, Zandra. Marquise, show that one. Give us that.
The answer?
Zandra, have a look while you're on the floor. Oh my God. Oh my, she had this look. Let me see if I can.
Queen.
Huh?
We're talking about Diamond today.
Okay, anybody have the answer? She
Not
makes it
yet.
and breaks it down.
Somebody said facial. Somebody said humility.
Mm-hmm.
She makes it simple and breaks it down.
And Melva said she crying, I think.
Shoot. Zandra asked a question. Diamond probably don't even have the answer to.
Yes, she does.
He's like, I don't know.
Diamond, you don't know? I thought I saw it in her face, like, oh, I know what she's talking about.
She's like, oh, look,
At
this gonna be
first, you
good.
know what? At first, she didn't. But as I continued to talk, she was like, oh, that's good. I saw it. Yes.
You got these people giving out the fruits of the spirit right
Man,
now.
you know what?
Oh my God.
But what they say, she is kind, she is patient,
Yeah.
she is loving.
No,
Yes.
and Mama say, what's the question again?
Okay, so Diamond has a skill that sets her apart from most instructors, and yes, and she talked about it, and Queen even talked about it briefly. You know, she wasn't able to give a lot. She wasn't able to elaborate that much.
Michelle gave an answer. Is that it?
Who did?
Michelle Prince.
Yes, Melva.
Ah!
Melva got another one.
Yes, yes, Melva. Yes, baby.
She need to
Yes.
get double for that answer. God,
Melba went through her notes. She was like,
I know, right?
there it is.
Yeah, crazy.
Now everybody
Yes,
else got the answer now.
yes.
That's something. Now everybody else got the answer.
What
Okay,
they say,
Diamond.
love it, love it, love it.
So funny.
Yes.
I was thinking what Michelle said. I was like, you can feel it. Yeah, I dabbled it. That's
Donna
right.
was marking out. She was scratching off all the answers she thought it was.
Now I'm looking like, what did I say?
I get cheated. Thanks for tuning in, but Melba beat you to it. Okay, what about you, Diamond? Do you have a trivia question for our guest today about something that was said?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, sorry. I'm on the podcast. Have to call you back. I cut my phone off on the wise ringing. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut it off.
What I think, let's see. How can we motivate our students?
Okay. How can we motivate our students?
Let me Google that.
Well, is that for any of us?
You trying to get some money, Zandra? You trying to get some gas money? Is that what you trying to
I
do?
know, right? Because we got some GPAs out there now. I mean,
Just an encouragement. Is that the answer?
That's close. Yeah.
it's
Close. Okay.
put
them
them
on the stage.
On the stage. That's a hell of a motivation.
Up front.
Okay.
Yep.
But that's what I thought. That's what she was saying.
Yep.
She called them and she put them on the stage and to encourage. Yes, Lakeisha.
Who got the answer right?
Pretty much Michelle got to get them to lead us.
So how do you deal with those that are like that
Okay, Michelle.
that claims to be introverts? How do you deal with them?
Introvert that comes to a line dancing class. They're just not. I don't even.
Really? Because I got some people swear by it.
Anybody
Yeah.
else wants
Well,
to
you.
do something, especially in line dancing or anything, they're stepping out of their comfort zone.
Mhm.
That takes some. All of us to a degree are like, because nobody likes to look bad.
Right.
So, in my class, no, I always tell them up front, if I don't say your name, if I don't acknowledge you, I don't love you. That lets them expect me to say, hey, Zandra, right leg. Hey, Queen. Nope, get your arm up. Nope, do it like this. So nobody feels picked on. So a person introvert, I let them know across the board.
Okay.
Everybody, I call everybody out, even if you are A1 okay. call you out on something because there's the biggest room in any room is the room for improvement.
Yes.
But I expect you to speak up and say something to me. Hey, can you do that one more time? Wait, have it. What? And that makes an extrovert person know it's okay. Sometimes stuck in that, introvert, they
Yeah.
get stuck in that because people always want them to be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. So they're like, okay, I'm not going to speak up. No, I can't go to the front. No, I can't do it. No, I don't want to bounce my hip like that. Everybody's looking at me. In my class, it's no spectators. We don't have any chairs for anybody to sit down. And Queen and I talked about that. So people come and don't want to pay and just want to watch. Guess what? You got to pay and you got to stand there if that's what you want to do. Because nobody likes to be watched. And they may say, I'm not watching your other students. I'm just watching you. Again, I'm at that point.
Right.
When I
Yeah.
professional dancer, time to pay me, So you have to participate. You're not going to get it unless you do it.
That's good. That's really good. Well,
Out of their comfort zone.
okay. Yeah. Because, one thing that gets me is when I'm teaching and I say, okay, is everybody with me? And everybody look around, everybody else, and they know goodness well they don't have it. And then when we start to do it, they standing back there like a skeleton or something because they don't know. I was like, speak up, tell me, go over it again. It's okay to say go over it again. Do it one more time. That's okay. I'd rather for you to tell me to do it again so you can learn it than to leave there like, I don't know what the heck she taught.
Right.
But I let them know it's not to call you out to embarrass you. It's to let you know that I, as an instructor, recognize you don't have it.
Right.
And about taking your money and doing my thing. Look at me, I'm the instructor.
Right.
I want you to learn.
Nobody's left behind. And then beautiful, the other students, because they know I call them out as well. They know I'm calling them out because they're going to be me. You're over there.
Okay.
You're going to help. So I've literally had my student take people by the hand and say, nope, you got to go over 2. She's going to stop. She's going to drop it down. And then to go and work with this person. So I'm the instructor, but it's kind of like training. You train a person, and I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing when that person who was shy in the corner, the quote unquote introvert, is taking the lead. And I'm like, I gotta go pee. Okay, could you do this for me?
Yeah.
Song come on, they know this is the only song she gonna let me do. I'm about to break it down. So now, but they would have never done that had I acknowledged them and said, wait, what you doing? I like that. Come on up here. No, I'm okay. But you gotta recognize who they are.
Right.
Hey, Miss Helen, come on, let's show them how it's done.
Yeah.
No, you're not taking
Yeah.
Then now, oh, I'm the teacher's pet. Oh, I'm about to get up here. Starts to like that. Then other people, pick me.
And that's something that I really do in my class. Like everybody in my class has a title, either princess or what's the other one? Queen or princess, or they have a title. We are the Royal Palace. So you're not just, and believe it or not, there's people who have come to my class and they say, I said, what's your name? Pamela. I said, Princess Pamela, nice to meet you. So she called me princess. And they just feel like that. Like I just gave them $100 bill, because you'd be surprised how just one little word helps to lift people up. And like you said, make them feel at home, part of the family. And see, we're a family. We're not a line dance team. We're a family. We're a line dance family. So it really does make a difference.
And I like how you, I can tell based off of how you speak, and even now, that even those that are either shy or introvert or whatever, they feel your confidence. That gives them confidence. You know what I mean? To learn and be able to get it and stuff like that. So I can see how they would experience that and progress in time, because you don't leave room for doubt. In a sense, how you speak, you like, oh, you gonna get this. You know what I mean? We gonna get this. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. I think I think that lacks probably in certain classes, but I think the fact, as far as leadership wise, you could tell, because you've been to workshops before and everything else. But it's like, the fact that you command the audience, you command it, you pretty much just say with an authoritative voice, like, follow me.
Good teacher.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
So I was going to tell you, Diamond, the first time I heard the 4 L's was when you gave it to us tonight. So the next time you hear it, you know, you'll know it was yours from the beginning, but see, mine.
I think
Next time you hear it, be mine. I'll tell you right now.
we may
Let
do
me
this.
tell you,
I think everybody does that.
I
Yeah.
believe that if you hear something good and you don't use it, it's your problem, your fault. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If you told me something that I didn't think was good, then I wouldn't want to copy it. I wouldn't want to use it. So because you told me something, the 4 L's, I got it. I got you now. I got
You
it
got it.
right here on
What-
my paper. 4 L's.
Yeah.
It's
So you got to look at it.
it's watch and look. Wait a minute. I want to make sure I say them right in order. You got to look. Well, watch me. Look at me. I want you to learn it. Then I want you to love it. Then I want you to live it.
Mhm.
What? I
Yeah.
got that, baby.
So what do you
I
mean
got
when you
it.
say live it though? What do
Well-
you mean when you
well, Well, it's kind of like she was saying when we did she said the sit back. I'm sorry, I know that was pretty loud. When we do like this, bounce back, bounce back. So people know 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's totally different from this.
Mhm.
It's the
Yeah,
same.
see, that right there, that got me right there. That's the part right there.
Ooh, you know, but it's the same thing. So if you have a who's a little bit more reserved with it, they know, okay, I'm still on the same beat. Same with walking to the side,
Mhm.
or you can swag over to the side.
Mm.
And that's what I want people to see themselves in the song, see themselves in the movement. So when they do this is country line dance. Hey, hey,
Mhm.
same as a bachata.
Mhm. Mhm.
You got to become the song. So if it's a Nigerian song, get down low. If it's a Colombia song, you got to do a little different with your hips. If it's just an American song, if it's country line dance, anybody can do it. It's not necessarily just Diamond's routine, you know.
So how do you explain that to someone that, like, I've ran into people who felt like they don't dance, so they are more self-conscious of their rhythm. Now they want to, they admire and everything else, but to live it is something they feel like they will have problem, or swag it out to their own flavor. They feel like, I won't be able to do it. I look stupid and stuff like that when I try to do it. Like, how do you
Do you?
help them?
Well, everyone in my class know our number one word we say is move.
Mhm.
Move. It takes stigma out of dance. Dance, you got to add that creative flair to it. You have to, but if you move, this is the same as that.
Mhm.
I don't expect you to do that.
Mhm.
I expect you to do this. I'm a dancer, you know.
Mhm.
I try not to put that off on a person to make it such a heavy weight for
Right.
I'm a stickler about movement. That's why I tell people you can't come in here and just stand on Zoom. You cannot turn your camera off. I have to motivate, I have to monitor you. So even though I'm not there to give you CPR, I have to know when I see you, are you down on the floor because you dropped something, or did you just pass out? But I let people know, if you move, I don't expect you to look like me. This is my job.
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
to bring it hard because I
Mhm.
have advanced people. I have people who can pick it up like this, and I have some people they're dyslexic. They see things in the opposite way.
Right.
Sometimes
Okay.
it's a whole underlying problem going on. It's not that they just can't dance.
Right.
They're wired differently. But guess what? Into a class. So I tell them, if all you do in class is just woo. I used to have one lady when I was at the athletic club. I mean, I'm just working it. And the whole time she's like, hey, I'm not doing any of that. Annoyed because I realized this lady is probably here to save her life.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Probably a hermit at home. She's probably picked on and bullied and laughed at because she can't dance. But
Mhm.
so move.
Let me jump in right here for 1 minute. And Barbara D. Wolfmark. She said, do you mind if I share the 4 L's in my class?
Absolutely.
And Carla said, right. So is it okay for them? See, and that's why
they ask Queen. You see how they ask Queen?
No, see, but I just tell her, me and Diamond been talking. She know me. I be like, Diamond, what you thinking there? Diamond, give me some. Hey, first time you do it is yours. After that, it's mine.
That's all right.
It's still
Y'all know
yours.
what?
I'm doing it because it's yours, and I like what you did, so I'm gonna repeat it. So that's what I do, Marquis. She know me. We've been talking. She understands. I'm truthful. I'm gonna tell you. If you do something good, I like
routine. Because you
Right.
like,
I got one question for you. Being that you have different levels, and you mentioned how some people pick it up fast, some people pick it up slow. How do you manage your class when you have different levels or different learning styles within that same session? How does that work?
Goes back to look at what I do. I'm going to do it like an automaton. So I'm not going to add any swag to it until later because that's me. Because I want, and I know there's more advanced people in my class or who's been with me forever. But I feed off their energy because they never is like, oh, we got new people. I just want to dance. You know, they're patient because as the instructor, they know that in order to get new people, you got to be friendly. Some people come to your class only because they like you. You know? So what I do in the beginning of a class, I show them there's so many components to this. So they're not overwhelmed like, when is it going to repeat? I can never get this. I let them know, don't get overwhelmed. You're going to learn it. You're going to get it. Now, step 1, 2, 3. Now, do it fast. Now, cross over and do it. And they're like, they can't believe they did it. But I broke it down like a robot. This, 1, 2, 3, is the same as this. Boom. 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 But a person may think, my legs are not going to do that. Then don't do that. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. The rest of us is going to cross over. Like that. So make it overwhelming for them. Do it as robotish as you can. They'll get it. And they'll do it before they even realize it. It's just unfamiliar. So make it palatable for the person who's beginning, but don't make it so boring that it has no flavor or seasoning for the advanced person. Because they're going to be like, what is
Right.
I was gonna say, y'all, we could talk about line dancing forever, because it's such an awesome thing, and all we have to do is get everybody else out there in the world to understand how important line dance is. What I was going to say about something you said earlier, some people come to your class or our classes outside. Some people come to line dance class, like you said, because they're just going through something at home and they just need to release. Because I used to think that everyone that came to my class wanted to be on a performance team. And I realized some people said, no, I just come to, this is for me. I'm doing this for me. I just want to come, get out, do something different. And they learn to dance and they're really excited about it. So I was going to say that we have to, as instructors, we have to think about line dancing as like a hospital, like a clinic. You know, some people come because they just want to release. They just need, some people have no friends, especially I noticed with my seniors, because seniors don't really get out and mingle like we did as younger people. They come there, they have a friend in the class, you know, somebody that they only see on class day, but they got a friend in the class. This girl, she can hardly do it like me, so we can get together. Or this girl can really do it, so we can get together. So we have to realize that line dancing is not just a class we go to or something we teach and we just teach you some steps. We have to realize that we are changing lives with dance, whether it's Zumba, whether it's Space or Pound or all them other ones, Bakwa, whatever we're teaching. we are changing lives. I'm telling you, there's people who come to my class and say, you just don't know. I needed this so bad. And I don't need to know why you need it. I don't need to know your business unless you want me to know. I don't need to know. I just know you came with a frown and you left with a smile.
Mhm.
You know, that you left happy. And I'm good. I'm good. So we need to bring it in. We need to close. Unfortunately, it's just been so wonderful talking with you, Diamond. I mean, it's been great. We really need to bring it in though. So right now we're just gonna have our shout outs and then we're gonna just do our closing. So you like to do some shout outs real quick, Diamond?
Yeah. My number, someone wanted to know the number is 313-878-2211. Or they can email me at Diamond G, stands for Diamond Green, Diamond G, my area code 313 at Gmail. Diamond G 313 at gmail.com. And if they just want the schedule, I send them a whole list of what I do. But I do want to give shout outs to everyone that came on, Angela and Cynthia, Lakeisha, Michelle Prince, Lillian, Tamika. These ladies have been rolling with me for a long time. So I appreciate
Blessing.
this is my first time doing a podcast on this platform like this. So I want to thank the three of you as well. I just wanted to say one final thing though.
Okay.
It's something you mentioned, Queen, about everybody's going through some things. This is for instructors.
Mm-hmm.
Instructors, we're going through a lot too.
Yes, definitely.
We have to make sure we're humble enough because I think just about every last one of these ladies have checked me before.
Okay.
We can't be, oh, this is my class. This is how I run things. If you don't like it, you can leave, whatever.
Oh.
Each one of these ladies at one time or another have said to me, hold on. Your tone, or hey, that wasn't fair, or this wasn't. And our natural inclination is to brisk up, because nobody likes to be checked. But we as instructors go through things too. And
Yes.
not that we want to get too personal, but, and so what makes a good instructor is to listen. They don't have to know our business. We don't necessarily have to know theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to take that constructive criticism for your students.
Oh, definitely.
To take it, even if it's
They check me all the time. Check. I got her. Check.
How to
But
do.
it's okay. It's okay. I got thick skin.
Yeah. So I just want to let them.
I get mad when I leave. I won't get mad in class.
They don't allow me to get mad. I'm 4 feet tall. They're like, whatever.
That's really good. And you're absolutely right. Just as we're considering our students, we also got to remember that we can be in the same place as well. And so that's the importance of this line dancing community that we have. We are love one to another. We're strength one for another.
Yes.
And so that's what we are here to do. And Diamond, you have been a joy. Oh my goodness.
So much fun. Thank you.
Yes, really have. Yes.
It's like, man, we could do another hour.
Okay.
Actually, we're almost halfway, but we could do another hour. It's amazing. And I want to say thank you for your contributions that you have made. I know you started out in Zumba, but just to be able to incorporate many of those moves and whatnot into the line dance arena, it's beautiful. I love it. I love that flair, that touch that you put on it. And it's, like I said, it's beautiful. So with that, yes, a big shout out to you, to your ladies that are on, supporting you, to every individual that is that has tuned in. We want to say thank you. And Marquise, who else did I overlook?
No, I mean, I just want to reiterate everything you said. You're so funny. I'm going to reiterate everyone you said. People that follow, definitely Queen for the platform. Zandra with the hard questions. And but Diamond, definitely you. One thing I think I appreciated most about this interview is that in your conversation, it wasn't really about line dancing. It was all about dancing. Like the whole conversation was just surrounded by dancing and how you communicated to others and how you translated, how you comprehended when it comes to the music and stuff like that. And I think that's very fascinating because sometimes we put titles on dance, but really most people just love to dance, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do appreciate you sharing that and expressing that. And definitely it just pretty much have everybody I listen to, I talk to on this interview, I try to take something from it, but I know I took a lot from just listening to you. So I appreciate and definitely like to pick your brain later in the future as well. So make sure you when I call you, make sure you lock the number in so we won't have no issues in the future.
Okay, Marquise. Tell us the advanced dance of the month real quick challenge, and then
yeah. So every month I always like to challenge the community to do advanced dances. So I'll pick a dance for each month. Right now, this month is called De La Ocho by Chris Blues. The month is almost up now, so we're about to get ready to go into the next month. But excuse me. But definitely I like to choose a month because I always try to encourage individuals to challenge themselves at the end of the day. I know we like to get comfortable with the beginner friendlies and some intermediates, but let's do some advanced dances out there. And trust you, once you get those down, ain't no other dance gonna be difficult to you. You know what I mean? So
okay,
that's what I like to do.
And so the dance of the week, before we close, the dance of the week is "Live Out Your Love" by Diamond Green. Check it out. All the things she was talking about, the moves, like the simple moves, and how she took those simple moves and made them into some other moves. I love it. I love the dance. I love her choreography. I love just the moves and like she said, her facial expressions. You could tell that she really enjoyed because one little thing we all close. She moved 2 to the right. Am I going? Yeah, 2 to the right, and then she put her hands up like this. I said, I like that. That's what I hands up. I said, oh, that's some stuff right there. So you can surprise the little things that, like I said, I'm working on me because I want to get better at when I do choreographic dance. I got to be really good at it so that other people will want to do it. So I saw that in myself. I'm learning as we go. That's why this platform, I believe that it was given to me so that we can help one another to grow. And as instructors, as line dancers, as whatever the case may be, just talking to one another. So we have to go. Unfortunately, it's been awesome. It's awesome. So we never close our broadcast without saying love is no good unless you give it away. So here's some of mine. Go ahead, Marquise.
Where is that, Marquise? Oh, you threw it back to us? Is that what that is?
That was a slingshot.
Right. I saw that. That's why I was like, are you shooting it back to us?
I'm just
like,
shooting it back to y'all. You have to get it.
Oh, okay.
We want to thank you, Diamond, for tuning in, and all of our guests that tuned in today. I don't want to start calling names. I'll miss somebody, but thank you all. Now, the phone number's on the screen. Anyone who won a trivia, which was Melva, Lillian, Melva, and Michelle. If you call that number or text me, 813-407-1216. So that and text me with your name and your Cash App so I can send you your Cash App. Your prize for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, Diamond. We love you. And thank you for all of your insight and everything that you've given us. Thank you to all of our guests. Thank you to my co-hosts. Y'all are awesome as usual. I love you.
Absolutely.
And we will see you again next Sunday, same time, same bat station. Love you. Have a blessed one.
Take care.
See you, Diamond.
See you, Diamond. Thank you, Tamika.
Take care. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Did
I get everybody out?
I was trying to give him, make sure he gets my
Marquis.
Yeah.
Your phone number?
Yeah, you could give it to him.
I can give it to him. Okay, I give it to him for you.
All right.
Okay. All right. He said he got it. Thank you. Bye-bye.